Hello, grade 3. How are you all? Welcome to our new math lesson. We are still in chapter 8, Understand Fractions. Today we will start with lesson 8.4, Fractions of a Whole. Our objective for today, to read, write, and model fractions that represent more than one part of a whole that is divided into equal parts. My lovely students, open your books on page 461. Let's unlock the problem together. The first pizzeria in America opened in New York in 1905. The pizza recipe came from Italy. Look at Italy's flag. What fraction of the flag is not red? A fraction can name more than one equal part of a whole. The flag here is divided into three equal parts: green, white, and red. Two parts are not red. So 2 out of 3 are not red. We can read it 2/3 or 2 parts out of 3 equal parts. And we can write it in this way. 2 out of 3 are not red. The numerator tells how many parts are being counted. 2. The denominator, which is the number that comes down under the line, tells how many equal parts are in the whole or in the group. You can count equal parts such as sixths to make a whole. 1/6 part, 2/6 part, 3/6 part. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4/6 parts, 5/6 parts, and 6/6 parts. For example, 6 out of 6 equal 1 whole or 1. Now please go to page 462. Let's try this exercise together. Write the missing word or number to name the shaded part. Look at the first shape. It is divided into 6 equal parts. 6 is the denominator that I write it down. Now, how many shaded parts are there? Yes, there are 2 shaded parts out of 6. So it is 2/6. Look at B. The shape is divided into 8 equal parts. How many shaded parts are there? Yes, there are 5 out of 8. So it is 5/8. See, I have a circle that is divided into 3 equal parts, and I have 2 shaded parts. So 2 out of 3, or we can say 2/3. Look at D. I have 6 equal parts and 6 shaded parts. 6 out of 6, or 1. 6/6 or 1 whole. How can you describe a shape which has all the parts shaded? Very good. The whole shape is shaded, or one whole is shaded. We are still on page 462. Share and show. Question 1. Shade 2 parts out of 8 equal parts. Write a fraction in words and in numbers to name the shaded part. Think, each part is 1 out of 8. The rectangle here is divided into 8 equal parts. I will shade 2 parts. Let's shade them together. 1, 2. 2 out of 8 are shaded. I read it 2/8. I write it 2 out of 8. 2 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. Let's go to question 2, 3, and 4. Write the fraction that names each part. Write a fraction in words and in numbers to name the shaded part. Question 2. The triangle is divided into 4 equal parts, and 2 parts are shaded. Remember, each part is 1 out of 4. And I have 2 shaded parts out of 4. Again, each part is 1 out of 4. The shaded parts are 2 out of 4, 2/4, or I can write it in numbers 2 out of 4. Please try to do questions 3 and 4 by yourselves. Yes, they are very easy. Are you ready? Let's start. If you feel that you need more time, you can pause this video. Look at question 3. The circle is divided into 6 equal parts. Each part is 1 out of 6. I have 3 out of 6 shaded parts. So each part is 1 out of 6. 3 out of 6 are shaded, or 3/6. Question 4. This rectangle is divided into 4 equal parts. Each part is 1 out of 4. The shaded parts are 3. 3 out of 4 are shaded. Again, each part is 1 out of 4. I have 3/4 shaded, or 3 out of 4. We are on page 463. On your own, write the fraction that names each part. Write a fraction in words and in numbers to name the shaded part. Questions 5, 6, and 7. Try to solve them by yourselves. Yes, they are very easy. Are you ready? Let's do them together. If you feel that you need more time, pause the video. Question 5. The shape is divided into 8 equal parts. Each part is 1 out of 8. The shaded part is 7/8. So the fraction is 7 out of 8. 7 is the shaded part. It is the numerator, and 8 we write it down because it is the denominator. Question 6. The circle is divided into 3 equal parts. Very good. Each part is 1 out of 3. The shaded part, 2/3. I write it in numbers 2 out of 3. 2 up and 3 down. Question 7. Each part is, yes, 1 out of 6. Good job. The shaded part, 4/6. I write the fraction 4 out of 6. Now let's go to questions 8, 9, and 10. Shade the fraction circle to model the fraction. Then write the fraction in numbers. Try to solve these questions by yourselves. Shade the fraction circle to model the fraction. Then write the fraction in numbers. Question 8, 6 out of 8. Question 9, 3/4. And question 10, 3 out of 3. Let's do them together. 6 out of 8. Let's shade 6 out of 8 and and write the fraction in numbers. Very good. 3/4 or 3 out of 4. Excellent. I shade 3 out of 4. The fraction is 3 out of 4. 3, I write it up, and 4, I write it down. Then 3 out of 3. Excellent. I shade all the parts. I shade all the parts. 3 out of 3 or 1. Let's go to question 11. A flag is divided into 4 equal sections. One section is white. What the fraction of the flag is not white? So, the flag is divided into 4 equal parts. I have 1 out of 4 is white. And yes, 3 out of 4 is not white. Question 12. A garden has 6 sections. So the shape should be divided into 6 equal parts. 2 sections are planted with tomatoes. Which fraction represents the part of the garden without tomatoes? 2 out of 6 with tomatoes and 4 out of 6 without tomatoes. How do you know how many equal parts of the fraction circles to shade in exercises 8 and 10? 8 till 10. Yes, I read the number phrase and used the first number, which is the number of parts counted or shaded. Now go to page 464. Read question 17 and try to answer it by yourselves.